Want to do our intro?
Yeah.
That's the
Oh my
intro.
God. Ruth, one of these days, the intro, you'll get Roku to sit in your chair and I'll get Ender to sit in mine.
Welcome back, BVB Army. Welcome back to our channel, BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. I am Ruth.
And I'm Nicole.
Yay! And we're back in separate screens.
Boo. I'm sad. But it feels good to be home.
I mean, yeah, but a week went by too fast.
I know. We're just gonna have to keep making it longer each time. One of these days, we're gonna have a whole month and we're gonna be like, it went by too fast.
We're gonna be sick of each other. Just wait. The month trip is either to Denver or here, because let's face it, we cannot be away from our fur babies that long.
Oh gosh, no. And I can't even imagine the amount of money we'd be spending being away from home for that long.
Who wins the lottery next?
Can't win if you don't play.
Well, guys, we are back on our channel here in July, right? When this comes out? Yes, we're in
Yep,
July.
first week of July.
Holy cow, we're in July.
So are we technically already halfway through the year?
Shh, no, my summer just begun. Don't put that out there. Don't remind educators about that, okay? Because we're not looking at half of the year. We're looking at just the summer right now. My summer's just started.
Well, think about it. Your summer technically starts halfway throughout the year.
Yes, we are back, guys. As you guys watch our last video, we all went to
Uh,
Cincinnati, which was
my contact went over and came back. It was the weirdest feeling. Continue.
yes. We all went to Cincinnati with the crew and stuff, and we all had a great time and stuff. We spent there for a week, and as you guys saw on social media, yes, we met up with Papa Chris, Chris Biersack and stuff, and it was a wonderful trip. Now we are back home, back to reality.
Unfortunately. But we both got to come back home to a delicious treat. Because if you haven't noticed on the screen, we are wearing the new Black Veil Brides merch drop.
The Knives and Pens Sweet 16 shirt. That's what I've been calling it.
It got delivered the day that we got to Cincinnati.
I
Both of
know,
us.
literally, it got delivered when we left.
Oh, when we left, was it that? Maybe you're right then.
Well, guys, we let's start off July here. I know it's been a minute since we continue on with the series, but we are coming back to
Mhm.
it. So, if you guys have not been checking out these kind of frequent, we have done 2 episodes right now, but we are diving into the next episode. We are going over once again into the world of the universe of Paradise City.
Yay, we're on, I believe, the third episode now of season one. It's
Yes,
called
we are.
From a Friend to a Foe.
I actually like this episode, not gonna lie. It's like I think it's like my second favorite episode. We haven't got to my first one yet. It's still a long ways there.
I see the fact that you already know which episodes are like your favorites. I'm sitting, I gotta remember. I remember, but then as we rewatch, I'm remembering certain scenes where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I like this episode just because, like, obviously the story continues and all, but I do well, I guess let's just get into it. Might as well just get into it.
Yeah.
So where did we leave off? Okay, so if in case you guys did not know, in episode 2, the episode left off with Johnny was proposing to Gretchen on the Ferris wheel. He dropped the ring. They're stuck. And episode 3 continues on from there.
I think a very important moment to highlight is when it starts off where it left off, and Gretchen specifically tells Johnny that she's willing to walk through the fire with him, like despite the ring falling and despite life still continuing around them and going wrong, she's still willing to be with him no matter what goes wrong.
Okay, I have to say something. I know we stated this last when we recap episode 2 with Johnny. Andy, I love you. I know you're playing a character, but it's really hard to defer into Andy and then Johnny sometimes. When I look at Johnny's character and stuff, I'm like, want to strangle him so bad because I'm like, dude, you're going too fast.
Yeah, but he's doing it on purpose, because he thinks it's better to lock her in than to lose her.
No.
It's the wrong thing to do.
In that Paradise City universe with Johnny and Gretchen, Gretchen's too good for you. Just say.
Yeah, I would agree. In that universe, Gretchen is above Johnny, and she deserves better. But after that Ferris wheel, it does take you back to Elias and Faith, and it's actually really cute because you see Elias just really starting to fall in love with baby Faith, and he really starts to just think of her as his own, and I find that to be so adorable.
I love that. And obviously, in that one scene, he is getting ready to go to Hawaii, Maui, I think it was,
Now,
because
yeah. I
his stress level's high. And who is he planning to take? Faith.
think it's so cute too.
I know before he left, he kind of talked to Johnny and told him about like, oh, your daughter and stuff. Do you want to see her? Johnny refuses to see her.
And he even gives Elias like a swabbing test just to swab
Yeah,
out to make
DNA.
sure. A DNA test, there we go, better word for it. Johnny wants nothing to do with this baby, and Elias is pretty like, I guess, shocked that he doesn't even want to meet Faith.
It is a tricky situation, not just for any celebrity, just for anyone in general that, oh, one night stand, pregnancy. Yeah, but you're a father or a mother now. I do enjoy that we kind of see an inside scoop of Gretchen's other, I guess, work life. She is a teacher, I believe, at a high school because she was going
Mhm.
over Catcher of the Rye, I believe, and stuff. Which is okay. Gretchen, the character Gretchen, props for you for dating a rock star, teaching in high school, where high school would most likely know your boyfriend or now fiance and stuff because they even say it to you. It's like, wait, what about you and Johnny and stuff? Because how
Mhm.
weird would it be to be like dating a rock star, going to a high school, and all your students knowing this rock star? And probably girls and even guys in love with your fiance.
I can't lie, just everything you explained, I just think of Joe Flanders because I mean, imagine that's probably his life right there. But it's his cousin that's a rock
It's a
star.
cousin. Joe and Andy, not dating. They're cousins, guys. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, let's just make one thing clear real quick. But she also, as you said, not only is Gretchen a teacher in the past episodes, it also shows that she coaches a sports team as well for the kids of high school. What was it? Soccer?
Soccer,
Soccer.
I think, yeah.
Yeah. So she kind of does it all. She's got a lot on her plate.
One thing about this episode, which, okay, I felt, yes. What was that?
We just see the tail.
Okay, so in the next scene, after we kind of get an inside scoop of Gretchen's work life and stuff, I felt like this needed to happen. I give props to Lily for doing this because Lily and Gretchen do meet up at like a cafe or something to talk.
Which the talk did not go at all as planned. It's like Gretchen got there and Lily was there with her girlfriend Jade, which I guess Jade caused a big scene and because technically, if we're going back in time here, if everyone remembers the girl we were talking about who's quote unquote the devil, Lily and Jade meet her in the cafe area and Jade ends up getting in a fight, pissing on her pretty much, and it causes this whole scene, which makes it to where Gretchen and Lily can't really talk, but Lily does at least get in all the things that she wanted to say, which was just basically a straight up apology.
Which, I know in that circumstances can be really hard. Like Lily stated in that scene where she didn't know where to start or how to begin it and stuff. Which I get. I know fans of the show love Lily, hate Lily. I get it. Don't get after her and stuff because she ruined Gretchen and Johnny's relationship and so on, so on, and so forth. But hey, I mean, at least she's taking the right pathway to apologize to Gretchen and really sincerely apologize to her. I mean, that's a lot to do.
I was gonna say it definitely takes some balls to reach out to that other person to be like, I want to apologize to you in person, because Lily could have easily have just texted her or done it over the phone, but she wanted to do it in person, which I think would be doing the right thing.
There was an apology, but then the whole aftermath of Lily's girlfriend.
From that scene, we do move forward to Vivian's mother, Lizzie, and she calls Adam Stone, which Adam Stone's like the manager of the Relentless, but Lizzie calls up Adam Stone, basically threatening him to take the news of Johnny having a baby to TMZ if they do not pay her,
Pay
give her
her.
the money that she wants. I feel so bad for Adam because he never can get a moment with his wife. Never. And it's all thanks to Johnny. Like anytime he's gonna do something with his wife, thanks to Johnny, that gets ruined. He's gonna have a dinner, Johnny. They're going to go out and have a nice romantic date, Johnny. Like Johnny just gets in the way of that relationship.
Johnny ruined their anniversary dinner.
Johnny is just ruining everything and he's not even
Johnny!
realizing it.
I'm like, I get it. Johnny's going through a lot of things, but seriously, dude, line your ducks in a row. Honestly.
You know, that's really like the interesting part about Paradise City is Johnny's trying to fix his past mistakes. He's trying to rebuild and become this whole brand new person. And in the midst of doing that, he doesn't realize that he's destroying everything around him, even other people's lives. It's kind of sad.
And we will get into that, but I do want to say, like, okay, obviously we said multiple times in the last 2 episodes of recapping Paradise City, like, there's a lot of stories going on and stuff. So yeah, we kind of talked about what's going on in Johnny's life and Gretchen's life and the relentless life and stuff. So transitioning over to the Cameron's character with his band, the Flux. I enjoy that scene because I remember because obviously they're what happened exactly? Like he got in contact with I forgot that lady's name.
Okay, I don't remember her. Yeah, I don't remember her name, but she's She's relentless, like
I don't know, band manager, tour manager. I don't know, something like that.
She's
something manager.
She books them for like their tours and
like she's trying to do like this tour right now with this I forgot the other band, not the Flux, but the other one. What's the other band's name that is played by?
The other band. Their real name is Lamb of God, but
yeah.
in the show, I think they're Over It All.
Over It All. Either way, they're at this place. Cameron's character rearranged something and stuff, so they're opening and stuff. So here they are at the venue, like getting their booth and merchandise ready. They're making hot dogs and stuff and burgers and stuff. And so the other band gets like, oh, this is the set list, like who's going to go. And they notice like we're not headlining.
Yeah, they're like, that needs to change, which they get Simon to switch the headlining roles, and little did Over It All know that they were going to get
because Simon did say this is like a hometown for the Flux and stuff, so we still want you guys to play and stuff, but like you don't want your audience to go away. You know, they don't listen, so it's like, switch it.
But you know, this is what happens to greedy bands. Artists who think they're hot and that they deserve to headline, sometimes you really just gotta take a back seat and go with the flow. If they just stuck with the position they were in, they could have gained more fans, but instead they lost them because they had to headline, so no one was there. Minus like, what, 6 people?
And yeah, minus 6 people. But the thing is, when the show started, they overbooked the capacity of people, so the cops showed up and canceled the show.
And the cops showed up when there was only like those 6 people, so they canceled it anyway. That was just a funny moment.
But what made me so like enjoy that scene and stuff, because I remember the first time watching it, and then messaging Papa Chris and stuff. I had a hoot with him because he was like, he told me like that, I don't know word by word, but he basically said he loved that scene because that happened to Black Belt Brides in their early days where BVB was opening up and stuff, and where other bands were like no and stuff, and so legitimately same thing happened. Like the other band decided to be headliner, BVB's like okay, so they opened up, all the fans were there, and then all the fans left, and now there's that other band, and everyone's lining up to meet Andy and everyone else.
I literally love that. I didn't know that. That's epic.
You didn't?
I didn't know that. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, but that's why Papa Chris was just laughing. He's like, yeah, the exact same thing happened to Andy. I can't remember where, maybe near Cincinnati, but I can't remember. But yeah, exactly the same situation happened where this other, I don't even know the other band's name. Other band said, hey, switch. So BVB's like, are you sure? Because this is kind of our area. Fans know us a lot and stuff. And they're like, no, switch. And so like, okay.
You get what you deserve.
I remember going to the Pins and Needles tour, and they weren't headlining for the Birthday Massacre, or they switched. I don't remember the whole details. The one I went to, their opening, so Birthday Massacre was the headlining show. I do strictly, maybe I was just young too, but I do remember when Black Veil Brides was done performing, obviously Andy yelled like, hey, we're going to be in the back there doing autographs. Mm-hmm. I swear to God, majority of the kids, us angsty teenagers, moved to the merch table and stuff. And there was like, yeah, there was still a group there for Birthday Massacre, but it was just like, this was the crowd with BVB.
Yeah, everyone was like congregating over by the merch booth.
I know. I remember seeing a lady saying, straight line. Like she was waving her arms. I'm like,
It is crazy to go back and think about the times that you and I went to see Black Veil Brides before they were as big as they were now. Like this is back when they didn't have VIP, and it's insane to know that they still brought in the biggest crowds of people before they were even huge. That just shows the talent that they have.
but yeah, I just like that whole scene because the conversation I have with Papa Chris right after, and so I'm like, oh, I just finished watching episode 3, and he's like, oh yeah, what about what do you think about that scene? It's like, it's kind of funny. He's like, yeah, same thing happened to Black Veil Brides. I'm like, that's hilarious.
It
So
it's like little things like that that you it makes you like want to watch the rest of go back and watch the rest of the episodes and be like, okay, what other like little
I
like
know.
hidden gems are there that have stories to it?
No, he just stated that when Amy and him saw that for the first time, they were just laughing. They just chuckled because, like, yep, we've been there. That was pretty much up with Cameron's character, and then obviously kind of ended with the Relentless meeting up again. Johnny being a prima ballerina.
Literally. He just didn't want anything to do with the band at that moment. He has so much going on in his head with Gretchen and with obviously Faith that he doesn't want to make anything new, but the band itself hasn't
Oh,
done
they're pissed at
anything.
him.
Yeah, they're pissed because they haven't done anything creative in a little over a year, and they're all going broke just because Johnny can't figure out his life.
It's like Johnny doesn't communicate, period. Besides to
Mhm.
Elias, I think that's it, and stuff, and maybe Gretchen. He hasn't even told Gretchen about Faith, by the way.
I know, which it's coming, obviously that's a huge secret that cannot be kept forever, which is why the more he just keeps digging himself a deeper hole, and you know it's gonna end badly.
I'm just like, Johnny, I understand. And like even his band's like, we understand. He's Johnny's complaining like, oh, you have no idea what the. We don't care what shit you've been going through this week. We all have lives. We need to make fucking money. So bring all that fucking energy and put it into a song.
And he does. He channels all of his emotions into a song that starts to piss off Lily and the band. And it kind of switches between that moment and back to Elias in the airport because apparently he's trying to take Faith to Maui. He has no like legal documentations of the parents saying it's okay to
Yeah.
take. Obviously, he doesn't have any of that stuff. So it kind of ends with the police taking Faith.
Yeah, and that's where it ends.
That leaves you on a cliffhanger where you just have to watch the next episode after because you're like, I gotta know what happens.
I will say it's been weird rewatching the series because the more I watch, I'm like, Johnny, you are gross and balls.
Yeah, it's like Johnny
Because
was
the
like
first time
really
around, I did not notice that because I was just infatuated with that's Andy.
well, it's like in American Satan, you're rooting for him, right? But then in Paradise City, you're like, how many mistakes can you keep making, my G? For
Like, I
real.
get it. Yeah, American Satan, we kind of see like his genuine, like where he started, his hard working. And now that he has all this stuff, the money, the contract, the place, whatever, it's just like, yeah, your mistakes, karma. Like, I understand it's Johnny's character and stuff. And I'm just like, just want to smack her in the face.
Yeah. Him and Lily. I don't trust Lily. Never have. Mm-mm.
Okay, here's the deal. I know people don't like Lily. For some reason, I do. Like, I don't like trust her, but I give her a bit of like, okay, another point of view is like, okay, hang on, guys, hang on. She admitted to Gretchen she's a junkie and stuff, and like,
Mhm.
I will never ever experience. I don't ever want to experience it, but just from knowing people who have been through that type of stuff and stuff, like, yeah, their minds are up. They don't care about anyone else but their needs.
Which I will say now, I do think Lily's apology to Gretchen was truly sincere, but as we will get into it in later episodes of Paradise City and on this podcast, Lily in other future episodes just gave me more reasons to not trust her.
Okay, yes. But to be fair, okay, I can't get into it because we haven't gotten there yet. Damn
I
it!
know, it's so hard. It's like, gah, ugh.
Like we know, but we can't say it.
Imagine how much harder this would be if we were doing this as they were releasing the episodes. We'd be like, oh my God.
No, thank you.
I know that would have been difficult, but I mean, technically, if we, for some reason, get a season 2 or the comic book drops, that's what we're doing.
I'm curious. I'm really hoping about a continuation because obviously we're gonna finish the recap of season 1 in which we'll get into our next theories of what happened, of the big cliffhanger on the last
Yeah.
episode of season 1. So, but until then, we're stuck with what episode 3.
I feel like right now things are starting to get steamy.
Yeah, like it's just the tip of the iceberg. Like we're going, like it's like the Orion's roller coaster at Kings Island, Nicole. We're going, and then
We haven't made it to the top. We haven't made it to the top yet. That
to the
roller
top.
coaster, by the way.
You were almost to the top. You and Hudson's eyes are still closed. Ryan and I are like, yeah. Well, we are back to the fan shout-outs today, BVB Army. So today, fan shout-out actually goes to a fan who I, discovered late last night just scrolling on TikTok, it's whatever. But she made me laugh so freaking hard. We have to insert her video right here because it is pure gold. She is channeling all of us right now. So I posted it on my story too and stuff on Instagram. But I think her name is Ava. I'm sorry if that is not correctly, but she did post a video about what the caption says. The only celebrity I geek out over. Can anyone guess? So she is talking about Andy Bears, like how much she geeks out over Andy Bear, how much like she adores Andy and stuff, how much she like it's a fangirl basically of Andy, but just the way she describes it and says it is hilarious. Like she even said like she went to a concert back in 2016. Andy signed a poster and she had to frame it because Andy's handprints and stuff were on the poster. I just love her energy. She's geeking out, and I freaking love it. I'm like, girl, yes. And the caption made me laugh too because her caption on her TikTok said, "Cece is close second. I'm not going to lie."
Oh, see, we need more of this energy in the BVB Army.
Dude, I love her. So yes, go if you haven't seen her video, we're gonna insert it right now just because it's pure gold.
I get geeked out about a lot of celebrities. Like there's definitely some celebrities that I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking love this person. I love the work that they do. I love their music, their movies, whatever. But it is very, very rare for me to fully geek out on a person. The one person who has been able to have me in an absolute chokehold since I was about 13 years old, Andy Biersack. When I tell you, anytime I see a photo of him or an interview, anytime he's talking, I'm like, oh my God, he's literally like the funniest guy in the world. Like, he's so funny. He's literally so funny. I'm giggling, kicking my feet. Like, it just happened. I just came down from that high right now. I've had an unhealthy obsession with this man for so long. I got to meet him back in 2016, and I have a poster that he signed, and then I framed it because I was like, I need those hand particles to be there. I asked my fiance if we could put it above our bed. He said no. So that's kind of a bummer. I love my fiance, guys, I promise. I swear, I love him so much. But he knows his place.
Shout out goes to you, Ava. Hardcore BBB fan. I hope that, I don't know if you got the chance to go see BBB right now during Baby Metal or you're waiting for their next headline tour, so. But yeah, fan shout out goes to her. She's amazing. I love her personality, just how she geeked out over it. So fast shout out goes to you. All right, BVB Army. Well, we know it's a short video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode today. Please go follow our social media down below. We are at all stream platforms. Just type in BVB Army Hearts to Hearts. It is July. We are working as of right now. We can't confirm anything. We are indeed working on some guests possibly coming in here soon. Nothing's been confirmed yet, but we are working on that. So hopefully, cross our fingers, knock on wood, we get these guests on because it would be amazing to have these on and stuff. So yes. Also, out of curiosity, I know it's been a minute, but I also know that Baby Metal is traveling. I think Black Veil Brides are done touring with Baby Metal, right?
Yeah. Not being in July, they were only touring for June. So I hope everyone that went to see Black Veil Brides and Baby Metal for the month of June had a really awesome time. I'm really jealous of all of y'all's VIP photos, by the way.
Dude, right? They look amazing!
And the fact that you can get it on a poster and a t-shirt. I'm so mad.
It's okay. It's okay. Who knows? In the fall, I have a hunch. I have no idea. They could change it. They'll be announcing a tour, and then VIP will be announced. And who knows what they during VIP?
I know. I think we're definitely going to have a tour next year, not this year. But the question is, when will they announce it?
Or when will they announce their new single?
Even better.
I need to hear their new single. I just need to hear their new songs. Period.
I live for Black Veil Brides. I need new music.
I want to hear their new music. I want to see their new. I want to see Richard Villa's new cover art. Okay.
I know the fact that Richard Villa is back working with Black Veil Brides again and creating the album artwork. Oh my God, so happy! I cannot wait to see what this album art.
Like I have a hunch, but at the same time, I have no idea. Richard, hi. This is Ruth and Nicole. But we love your work. I love your work. I still want to dissect your brain and stuff, but I still have a feeling, Richard, that you put the first Outcast on the album. I could be wrong though. The Angel.
You know,
Lucifer.
I bet it had
Gabriel.
It would make sense though, because have you been seeing Andy's stories too, where he's posting and it's just the close up of the pin, and you're just like, it's hinting. These are Easter eggs, people.
Well, he's been dropping them since last year.
I know, and that's why I'm just like, how weird. God damn it, Andy.
Andy's sneaky. Andy is sneaky.
So next time Andy drops a selfie, look at every little thing, zoom up, inspect everything, because he's probably already promoting something that's coming out in like 2 years
I'm sure
from now.
there's going to be Easter eggs dropping here soon with even with Black Veil Bride's account, like they did with the Phantom Tomorrow. I'm sure they're going to do the same with whatever this album is called. I'm just calling it the Outcast. Probably not it, but I'm just calling it the first Outcast.
I want to know what the album is going to be called. I think that's the one thing that's getting to me the most, because I feel it can be so many different variants and options. Ugh.
I want you to know their color scheme.
I think it's just going to be black.
I don't care!
Black and white. Monochromatic again.
Anyway, guys, we will see you guys next week with a brand new episode. Until then,